An acoustic guitar leans in the corner. Nylon strings lack any vibration. I press my thumbs into my temples. Mental pictures flash far too quickly. A sudden headache begins pulsing. Blocking the past takes immense effort. Dodging your phantom, depleting my vigor. My cerebral cortex feels totally fried. You inject chaos into my skull. I quit playing this mental defense, trying not to remember creates sheer agony. Erasing our scenes requires brutal force. The person I crave supplies my torment. A healthy romance brings profound calm. I scrub the chalkboard completely clean. Forgetting your face is my priority. A tiny spider weaves a delicate web. The windowsill gathers small insects. I pinch the bridge of my nose. Flashes of yesterday strike like lightning. No diversions live within this flat. Utter quietness amplifies the torture. Burying your remarks stole my youth. My psychological dam bursts wide open. You funnel poison through my ears. I step away from this toxic river. Fighting the flashbacks causes deep crying. Washing our history demands intense labor. The individual I miss generates my distress. A proper match heals a broken person. I wipe the slate absolutely bare. Deleting your name saves my sanity. A passing car horn blares loudly. The street lamp casts a yellow beam. I squeeze my eyelids firmly shut. Visions of you smile invade my brain. Only my heartbeat drums a rhythm. Total isolation acts as a harsh teacher. Repressing the trauma, fatigue my spirit. My coping mechanisms fail entirely. You introduce panic into my bloodstream. I flee this biological hazard. Resisting the nostalgia burns immense sorrow. Clearing our timeline takes heavy toil. The darling I wanna manufactures my crisis. Sincere love is grin, easy rest. I format the drive right now. Removing your trace rescues my soul. Yeah. It is a cruel paradox to learn. A sweet lullaby can induce nightmares. I let go of the beautiful illusion, but I refuse to suffer indefinitely. My next morning begs for amnesia. Finally the reminiscence defeats me utterly. Purging our moments costs way too much. The idol I worshipped engineered my collapse. True soulmates protect your precious energy. I burn the physical evidence directly. Choosing blackness concludes the relationship. The match strikes against the sandpaper. A small flame consumes the ticket stubs. My lungs accept a clean inhale. The mental projector unplugs permanently, greeting a totally empty mind. Yeah. The faded wallpaper curls outward. Bare drywall exposes brown stains. I crouch on a plastic crate. Plaster dust rains from above. My collarbone rests incredibly stiff. This residence stays entirely mute, propping the roof, ruin my posture. My anatomy rejects the severe strain. You stacked heavy bricks upon my spine. I crawl out from the crushing pile. The ache of letting go sears intensely. Prying my grip open causes major discomfort. The mortal I soothe morphed into my oppressor. Authentic tenderness never exhausts a lover. I uncurl my tight fingers completely today, shedding the mass axe as my defense. A wooden plank winds underfoot, chilly drafts invade the tiny crack. I inspect my own calloused palms, crimson indentations mark the tissue. Zero conversations occur within these barriers. Mere exhales interrupt the absolute stillness. Bracing the doorway, snap my tendons. My personal framework shudders wildly. You leaned all your bulk against me. I shift aside to avoid the collapse. The agony of unbinding stings my flesh, slackening my hold generates pure anguish. The individual I babied became my crusher. A wholesome dynamic supplies a weightless aura. I relax my hands totally right now. Relinquishing the grasp guarantees my tomorrow. A corroded screw tumbles downward. The glass pane rattles 3 times. I massage my extremely stiff throat. Dark shapes stretch along the baseboard. Nobody occupies this vacant square. Complete seclusion blankets my fall. Supporting your demands, fraction my pillar. My central core curves from the abuse. You necessitated my complete structural failure. I abandon this rapidly crumbling dwelling. The soreness of separating throbs eternally. Untangling our threads exacts steep suffering. The figure I nurse to live in my breaking. An honest bond yields a sturdy refuge. I extend my arms toward the emptiness. Fixing my stance dictates my departure. It is a brutal capsule to swallow. A velvet caress might disguise a vice. I excuse the immense physical compression, yet I absolutely reject remaining pinned beneath my upcoming decade. Begs for free mobility. Fight of detaching rips me apart. Slipping loose carries a gigantic cost. My favorite darling engineered my flattening. Earnest paramour split the physical demand. I shake off the fetters immediately, prioritizing my elf commands this escape. The mesh screen bangs loudly shut. My footwear strikes the concrete sidewalk. I drag a massive breath of oxygen. The tremendous gravity stays locked indoors, embracing the boundless open atmosphere. The tall frame tilts backward, wet acrylic drips slowly. I examine the cluttered palette. My smart carries deep stains. Blue dye runs down the fabric. Absolute stillness claims this loft. Mixing your tints tie in my hands. My creative well sits entirely empty. You demanded my brightest yellow. I abandon this painting project. Bleeding the colors leaves me gray. Your touch smears my masterpiece. The muse I adored washes away my brightness. A kind of romance keeps an image vivid. I drop the bristles right here. Preserving my portrait requires walking out. Water spills from the tin cup, crimson fluid saturates the tile. I observe the flawed sketch, charcoal lines blur together. No exhibition will show this disaster. Solitude draws a very bleak picture. Correcting your strokes, bent my wrists, my physical shape feels awful. You forced a dark shadow over me. I step back from the shaky tripod. Draining the saturation makes me invisible. Your influence ruins the beautiful draft. The inspiration I loved erases my glow. A gentle bond maintains a brilliant shine. I toss the sponge aside today. Saving my design means I leave. The thick cloth tears wide open. White primer covers the old marks. I clean my dirty fingers, pigment swirls into the basin. Nothing gorgeous remains intact. Seclusion arrives fully now. Shading your background wrecked my eyes. My optical nerves ache fiercely. You applied a toxic varnish. I reject this broken creation. Losing the vibrancy creates a ghost. Your harsh critique destroys the artwork. The model I praise causes my fading. A worthy lover has glorious light. I pack the wooden box directly, protecting my craft. Demands an exit. It is a shocking visual reality. A gorgeous subject can't hide an ugly truth. I scrap our joining mural, but I cannot stare at the blankness forever. My upcoming exhibit needs fresh oil spilling. The ink completes the tragedy. Careless hand smudges the final concept. Sculptor I trusted chips my soul. Honest companions craft a stunning view. I lock the entrance securely. Choosing my own museum ends the display. The heavy tarp falls downward. My heels tap on the stairs. I inhale the crisp dawn breeze. The soiled rags stay behind, starting a totally untouched surface. Copper thimble rests upon the desk. The loose yarn dangles downward. I trace the messy snarl. My thumbs pinch the tiny circle. Everything separates at a glacial pace. This condo harbors pure hush. Weaving your flaws consume my patience. My knuckles swell from the tension. You pull the cord way too tight. I abandon this twisted mess. Tying loose ends exhausts my spirit. Binding up past hurts immensely. The weaver I trusted pricked my thumb. Genuine connections lack these sharp pins. I must snip the bond forever. Trimming the excess ensures my peace. Sharp shears reflect the lamplight. The background catches the scraps. I glare at the woven fabric. My vocal cords generate absolute zero. Nobody assists with this lonely chore. The hour grows incredibly late. Mending your ribs emptied my soul. My joints hurt from the awkward angles. You tangled my world into chaos. I surrender this futile task. Finishing these closures drains me dry. Securing the edges brings silent tears. The tailor I love ruined the garment. Healthy lover spin a smooth silk. I lay down the scissors tonight. Severing the tie rescues my mind. Severed twine drops near the entry. The ultimate stitch completes the seam. I securely shut the sewing kit. A massive inhale fills my lungs. facing truth to face. A soft scarf can't restrict the windpipe. I part in the messy interlacing, yet I cannot remain bound here. My upcoming phase requests loose clothing. Flipping the last thread finishes the job. Closing this chapter demands deep sorrow. The May I held dear spun a dangerous web. Righteous unity weaves a beautiful tapestry. I depart from the spinning wheel, choosing my freedom finalizes the break. Ooh. The sliding glass clicks firmly. My bare soles touch the patio. I swallow the fresh suburban breeze. The twisted coil stays indoors, greeting a completely unknotted destiny. A delicate porcelain teacup fractures, tiny slivers rest on the mahogany. I kneel down alone, the sharp edges shine. My image displays extreme fatigue. Mutinous rays completely. Assembling the pieces, claim my youth, my palms stained from the damage. You smash my precious items, I step past the wreckage. This is the hardest goodbye. Departing inflicts massive agony. The person I hug delivers my collapse. A righteous bond sustains a human. I take my hat to live, uttering adieu defends my chest. Down the credenza, I observe the dampness spread. Zero conversation echoes here. Moments crawl forward, solitude wraps tightly around. Everything feels incredibly heavy. Repairing the flaws proves futile. My vitality drops to nothing. You trample my fragile faith. I decline to sweep the floor. The most difficult parting occurs now. Expressing my leave yields intense weeping. The darling I admire crafts my despair. Sincere lovers fortify each other. I lift my purse to vanish, prioritizing my peace mandates separation. A cracked mirror hangs crookedly, shiny specks drop downward. I ignore the reflecting pain. My vision hits the blankness. No friends, tap the wood, seclusion acts as my comrade. Rubbing the debris, fixes not my resolve, vanishes fully. You demolish my careful work. I reject residing in the chaos. The toughest exit happens tonight. Stepping out, it brings profound sadness. The companion I wanted forged my wound. Proper union supply immense relief. I turn the latch swiftly. Rescuing my essence demands our finish. It is an awful secret to learn. A gentle stroke may veil a weapon. I excuse the scattered fragments, yet I refuse to bleed anymore. My future requests smooth roads. The ultimate farewell arrives at last. Exiting this zone cuts me deeply. The maid I worship turned into terror. Genuine allies lift you higher. I cross the boundary permanently. Valuing my pulse terminates the connection. My stride meets the sidewalk. The night breeze cools my skin. The glass cage shrinks backward. I embrace the quiet empty. 'Cause. 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 ' Yeah. The narrow hallway stretches endlessly. My loafers scrape the rough boards. I lean on the molded trim. Obscure corners hide the exit. My knees buckle slightly. Deafening silence hums aloud. Towing a guilt, bruise my shins. My balance fails entirely today. You trip my clumsy feet. I pause this awkward march. Stumbling forward hurts so much. An uneven stride brings intense weeping. The shoulder I use caused my fall. Proper lovers offer a steady arm. I must walk without a crutch. Seeking solid ground means fleeing. A steep staircase descends downward. Steel handrails feel extremely icy. I grab the oxidized metal. My breathing stutters rapidly. No escort stands beside me. Absolute zero noise happens here. Lugging your blame, twisted my joints. My bony frame wobbly shakes. You shove me into the barrier. I halt this damaging progression. Limping ahead causes deep groans. A broken gate delivers total misery. The partner I trusted tackled my leg. Valid mates pave a smooth walkway. I proceed on a solitary route. Prioritizing myself forces the shift. The lobby sits entirely bare. Flickering fluorescence buzz above. I stare at the revolving entry. My posture slumps terribly. Nobody witnesses my slow escape. Extreme exhaustion floods my system. Hauling your lies, fractured my toes. My muscular strength vanishes totally. You push me down the incline. I reject this torturous climb. Staggering onward wrecks my flesh. This unsteady movement creates raw sorrow. The individual I follow placed the hurdle. Honest companions clear the rubble. I continue to the outside. Choosing independence dictates my advance. It is a stark lesson to memorize. A helping hand can conceal a tripwire. I ignore the bumpy pavement, but I cannot stay immobilized. My upcoming phase requires smooth pacing. Shuffling myself along ends the nightmare. Awkward steps finalize the grand departure. The darling I needed broke my stride. Worthy matches match your natural tempo. I push through the final threshold. Protecting my core concludes the trek. The heavy portal swings shut. My slippers touch the wet cement. I got the starry atmosphere. The tripping hazard remains indoors. Welcome to the steady path. The ruby drapery grazes the platform. A single spotlight illuminates the microphone. Rows of unoccupied seats stretch rearward. I discard my theatrical mask. This auditorium feels extremely giant. No applause meets my performance. Performing your drama bruised my larynx. My acting talent evaporated completely. You directed me toward a tragic scene. I exit the playhouse this instant. A frail resolution enters the limelight. Canceling the production brings deep sobbing. The castmate I complimented botched the act. A brilliant show requires mutual effort. I hand over my script, immediately concluding the event preserves my honor. Cardboard scenery tips backwards. The makeup vanity displays a solo brush. I wash the paint off my chin. Wordlessness fills the high balcony. The orchestra pit contains 0 musicians. Soundlessness dominates the venue. Singing your tune, crack my frequency. My musical ability falters entirely today. You cast me in a dreadful role. I refuse to croon this aria. A fragile choice steps into view. Stopping the musical generates huge wailing. The director I esteem spoiled the plot. An excellent comedy amuses the crowd. I return the costume directly. Halting the monologue shields my brain. An isolated poster hangs by the doorway. I pack personal items away. The projection booth goes wholly unlit. Absolute speechlessness fills the grand foyer. Nobody waits by the ticket window. The season finishes incredibly early. Dancing to your rhythm, sprain my ankle. The choreography collapses into a mess. You designed a gruesome ballet. I boycott this grueling rehearsal. Weak determination takes the center spot. Terminating the contract yields bitter sobs. The protagonist I like turned into the villain. A fantastic troupe supports every member. I resign from the company tonight. Defending my character ends the tragedy. It is a harsh review. Too scared a standing ovation can mask a failure. I forgive the poor box office, however I cannot act anymore. My next gig demands authentic emotion. An unsteady vow concludes the evening, closing the building forces a mournful sigh. The producer I applauded bankrupted the project. A triumphant premiere requires equal partnership. I step away from the footlights. Prizing my real self drops the curtain. The heavy door shut permanently. My soul's tread down the alleyway. I savor the crisp nighttime atmosphere. The fake world stays inside, welcoming an unscripted life. The telescope aims upward. Lenses focus on nothing. I view the black void. A lone comet flies. The observatory feels miniature. Utter vastness surrounds me. Circling your sphere made me dizzy. My trajectory deteriorated rapidly. You drew me into the crater. I break my forward momentum. The gravity of you collapses my path. Orbiting your core brings harsh weeping. The planet I explored became a black hole. A benign cosmos lets objects drift freely. I ignite my thrusters tonight. Evading your pull means launching away. Maps of galaxies cover the floor, and push pins mark distant constellations. I watch a flying satellite. Radar screens blink green. No signals transmit here. Deep space operates silently, entering your atmosphere, burning my exterior. My navigation computer glitched wildly. You drag me toward the surface. I abort this descending mission. The gigantic density bends my reality. Hovering near you generates profound dread. The solar arrangement I charted cause an eclipse. Friendly universes allow peaceful floating. I push the ejection button immediately. Reaching the stratosphere guarantees my safety. Control panel powers down, wires disconnect from the mainframe. I stole the printed logs, oxygen flows through the cabin. Nobody tracks this frequency anymore. Infinite quiet defines the sector. Approaching your ring sparked a collision. My titanium hull breached completely. You locked onto my coordinates. I steer clear of the singularity. Heavy attraction wrecks my vessel, skimming your equator yields pure disaster. The celestial body I found ruined my trip. Gentle realms provide easy gliding. I engage the hyperdrive now, breaking the tractor beam saves my life. It is a cosmic joke to uncover a beautiful nebula hides deadly radiation. I register the failed expedition, still I refuse to disintegrate here. My subsequent planetary domain needs tranquility. The magnetic force finally ceases, escaping the vortex forces a satire. The asteroid I chased decimated my ship. A stellar journey requires balanced forces. I plot an unmapped quadrant, valuing my universe completes the launch. The rocket engine flares brightly, my capsule detaches from the station. I sail into the undiscovered abyss. The dangerous dwarf star shrinks behind, exploring the endless alone. Oh, yeah. A faint projection moves ahead, the dim image shifts continuously. I extend my limb outward, the elusive mark slides away. Inhaling requires maximum effort. This pursuit yields no outcome. Hunting your profile wore me thin. My moving parts grind harshly. You lure me into the deception. I abandon this foolish sprint, pursuing an outline shatters reason, reaching for your guarantees. Fatigue, the entity I seek, causes profound wincing. A real partner runs alongside you. I stop jogging right here. Preserving my power demands a halt. The optical illusion flickers again. A dusky shade marks my speed. I clear the drops off my cheekbones. My blood flow pounds incredibly quick. No reward waits at the finish. The track extends without a boundary. Trailing your figure stress my limits. My stamina gauge reads depleted. You lead me through a dizzying maze. I forfeit this unwinnable tournament. Tracking a wraith yields intense groaning. Following the separation creates raw affliction. The idol I pursue engineers my punishment. Valid lovers maintain an equal stride. I seize my run in this moment, guarding my well-being, forces my standing. The tricky profile blends with the environment. I slump beside the chain link fence. A loud pan exits my vocal cords. My airway scorches from the dash. Nobody cheers in the bleachers. This athletic event concludes badly. Chasing your phantasm taxes my endurance. My physical capacity drops drastically. You coax me into a harsh marathon. I withdraw from the starting line. Racing an intangible target breeds huge despair. Hunting a reflection brings deep mourning. The prize I crave deals a gigantic blow. Sincere companions pace themselves nicely. I remove my cleats immediately. Valuing my survival ends the chase. It is a painful realization to stomach. A stunning vision might be a hallucination. I accept my failed attempt, however I refuse to sprint forever. My subsequent phase requires stillness, catching a spectre proves utterly impossible. Grabbing the air causes deep frustration. The figure out is I'd exhausted my being. True equals share the journey easily. I sit down on the sideline, choosing my calmness finishes the run. Stopwatch clicks to completion. My respiration adapts to the calm. I ignore the fading trace. The deceptive track remains deserted, embracing the tranquil rest. The fuel canister tips fully over. A final drop hits the linoleum. I stare at the unlit generator. The grid failed hours ago. My fingernails tap the plastic. Pure blackness claims the apartment. Charging your devices stole my voltage. My internal fuse blew out. It drained my reserve tank. I unplugged this faulty connection. Running on empty destroys the engine. A hollow cylinder grinds to a halt. The passenger I trusted siphoned the gas. A good ride offers equal acceleration. I turned the ignition off today. Protecting my motor requires a start. The dashboard indicator flashes red. A warning chime echoes loudly. I grip the freezing steering wheel. Headlights dim into the fog. No service stations operate nearby. Isolation acts as the only occupant. Fueling your journey left me stranded. My mechanical parts rust away. You consumed every ounce of petroleum. I depart from this parked vehicle. Operating without fluid ruins the gears. Total depletion causes severe breakdown. The navigator I love provoked the crash. A reliable driver shares the expense. I toss the keys aside. Saving my transmission means relocating. The battery gauge reads strict 0. Copper wires hang loose and now I wipe grease from my cheek. The radiator hisses a sad tune. Nobody travels this abandoned highway. Utter silence dominates the roadside. Powering your lights triggering my blackout. My electrical system shorts entirely. You extracted all my kinetic energy. I forsake this stalled transport. Moving with zero juice breaks the chassis. A depleted core brings a mental weeping. The hitchhiker I save rob my supply. Proper travel maze provide extra miles. I step onto the shoulder. Valuing my momentum dictates an escape. It is a brutal malfunction to diagnose. A smooth road can lead to a cliff. I forgive the terrible mileage, yet I refuse to stay broken down. My upcoming trip needs a full refill. Proceeding totally tapped wrecks the frame. Extreme starvation terminates the commute. The mechanic I hired ruined the brakes. On his companions navigate safely. I flag down a different the bright city. A forgotten magazine lies flat. The burnt wood turns totally white. I massage my drooping eyelids. Yawning escapes my parted lips. A profound lethargy settles in. This dinner remains entirely soundless. Appeasing your temper diminish my drive. My central organ thumps faintly. You subtract my ultimate shred of zeal. I step down from this grueling shift. A tired heart pumps incredibly slow. Beating for you induces deep fatigue. The confidant I prize manufactures my woe. Wholesome affection supplies a restful nap. I lay my head down right here. Caring for myself dictates a break. Dusty rugs cover the living space. The television broadcasts absolute static. I stretch my stiff limbs outward. Sluggishness flows through my form. No guests ring the front doorbell. Utter isolation greets my stare. Indulging your whims lessen my spark. My biological metronome ticks weekly. You remove the honey from my jar. I withdraw from this punishing gig. A weary ticker labors with pain. Pulsing force brings massive exhaustion. The maid I revere spawns my gloom. Proper fondness yields a gentle snooze. I rest my chin upon my hand, guarding my inside forces a star. The pocket watch shows two exactly. A lone fly buzzes around. I fold my wrists together, drowsiness overtakes my thoughts. Nobody shares this quiet party. Solitary waiting is my chore. Satisfying your rules erase my grin. My vital rhythm stumbles continually. You pluck the feathers from my dove. I quit this demanding occupation. And overworked pump aches severely. Thudding for you generates pure sleepiness. The sweetheart I admire creates my melancholy. Constructive passion grants easy resting. Shut my peepers immediately. Loving my identity ends the string. It is a somber reality. You can find a warm sweater might smother a person. I overlook the ruined times, yet I decline to snooze inattention. My impending morning requires fresh alertness. Suspended muscle finally gives out. Circulating this toxicity guarantees collapse. The angel I respected calls my lethargy. Real tenderness acts like a soothing gown. I slip away into the dark. Protecting my rhythm concludes the affair. The corridor switch clicks off completely. My heels patter down the steps. I inhale the cool night air. The draining presence stays locked away. Enjoying a tranquil slumber. The barometer drops suddenly. A harsh gale strikes the porch. I watch the funnel form. Electricity flashes across the heavens. My ears pop from the pressure. Utter devastation. Here's my location. Braving your cyclone tore my roots. My sanctuary shakes violently. You blow my foundations apart. I dodge the swirling hazard. Being swept in the storm takes my breath. A violent twister provides zero safety. The protector I trusted brought the thunder. Safe shelters withstand the fierce squall. I run toward the basement now. Hiding my body prevents my flying. Airborne objects crash through the drywall. Uprooted trees smash the driveway. I cower beneath the staircase. Dust devils dance on the carpet. No neighbor offers a rescue. Absolute ruin surrounds this zone. Enduring your hurricane split my mind. My courage shatters into debris. You unleash a vicious whirlwind. I duck under the falling beams. Getting caught in the tempest rips my skin. The roaring spiral causes intense panic. The guardian I chose summon the disaster. Calm climates foster a peaceful mood. I seek an underground bunker to dig. Shielding my soul dictates this section. Sirens wail in the far distance. A sudden downdraft hits the soil. I cover my skull entirely. The rotation speeds up terribly. Nobody survives this atmospheric violence. Complete desolation rules the neighborhood. Battling a typhoon fatigue my resilience. My defenses buckle under the force. You scatter my belongings everywhere. I escape the deadly eye. Tossed around by the dust breaks my bones. An angry monsoon drowns out my plea. The savior I worship struck like light in a stable environment. Deals true harmony. I crawl out of the wreckage immediately. Fleeing the danger saves mine. It is a terrifying phenomenon to witness. A beautiful cloud can spawn a monster. I survey the scattered splinters, but I refuse to rebuild here. My upcoming forecast requires clear skies. Blown away by the vortex ends my trying. The chaotic weather system guarantees my loss. The hero I love generated the tornado. Gentle breezes softly caress the cheeks. I hike past the ruined fences, evacuating the area concludes the penance. The warning clocks and finally mutes. My shoes step over the fallen branches. I breathe a still oxygen. The destructive rotation moves on. Welcome in a quiet afternoon. The attic smells like old pine. A cardboard carton sits unopened. I touch the brass padlock. Pale moths flutter near the rafters. My upper back carries extreme tension. Utter stillness fills the top level. Sorting your souvenirs drain my stamina. My spinal cord protests the lifting. You packed my head with boulders. I abandoned this heavy crate. The burden of memory crushes me. Recalling our days causes harsh wincing. The keeper I cherished became my tormentor. A kind companion lightens the daily load. I drop the container right here. Empty in my mind requires walking away. A plastic bin scrapes the floorboards. Faded tags peel off the sides. I cough from the rising soot. Bare bulbs swing from the roof beam. No helper visits the storage unit. Isolation serves as my roommate. Cataloging your false depleted. My energy, my physical strength hits absolute bottom. You filled my vault with gravel. I refuse to hoist this sack. The mass of yesterday snaps my neck. Remembering your grin spawns pure grief. The watchman I trusted delivered my ache. True love will share the emotional baggage. I leave the luggage behind today. Clearing my thoughts demands my exit. Rusty key turns the trunk lock. Mothballs roll across the plywood. I wipe grime from my forehead. A stray mouth scurries into hiding. Absolute hush rules the dark cellar. Solitude settles over the shelves. Revive when you take, fatigue my senses. My mental capacity reaches its limit. You cram my closet with bricks. I step back from the inventory. The heaviness of nostalgia ruins my posture. Reliving the past brings intense weeping. The archivist I love ruined my peace. A proper friend removes the heavy stones. I close the steel drawer immediately. Protecting my sanity means letting go. It is a terrible truth to discover. A treasure chest can hold pure venom. I discard the bitter keepsakes, but I refuse to live in the warehouse. My upcoming era needs empty spaces. The crushing recall ends my endurance. Transporting this history guarantees my fall. The owner I favor created my misery. Honest partners provide a weightless joy. I walk out of the dark facility. Choosing my freedom finalizes the purse. Ooh, the wooden hatch slams firmly shut. My feet descend the steep ladder. I absorb the fresh climate outside. The packed cartons stay above, enjoying a completely unburdened soul. The transparent passageway seems infinite. My naked feet press the rigid prisms. I inspect the see-through boundaries. A hidden gemstone punctures my skin. Invisible hazards surround my position. Hush governs this perilous greenhouse. Charting your labyrinth pierced my heels. My nerves resent the wicked needles. You're designed in unnoticeable cage. I cease this agonizing tiptoe. Treading over these crystals ruins my peace. This clear obstacle spawns intense agony. The person I adored laid the trap. A supportive bond rolls out a velvet carpet. I end my stroll this second. Loving my own being demands my retreat. suspended canopy glimmers, beautifully pointed diamonds cover the avenue. I wince from the sudden bite, shining fast as bounce my sadness back. No guide assists my crossing, solitariness acts as my lone defender. Smoothing your angles, gouge my fingers, my biology rejects the constant piercing. Your planet clear daggers nearby, I delay this frightful dance. Wandering among these pains ravages my mind. This translucent barricade delivers raw torment. The human I prefer position spears, an uplifting match provides a soft meadow. I conclude my journey today, prioritizing my safety forces a detour. A massive divider obstructs the doorway. I push my knuckles onto the rigidity. A microscopic spider web forms gradually. My exhale blurs the icy screen. No bystander catches my mute appeal. Complete vacuity devours the exhibit. Enduring your trials lacerating my optimism. My fortitude sinks beneath the basement. You encircle my spot with jagged cords. I forsake this dangerous territory. Ambling across this fragility demolishes my center. The lucid enclosure bursts massive fright. The darling I fancy crafted my penitentiary. A nurturing romance grows in my sea garden. I smash the perimeter directly. Securing my tomorrow requires a breach. It is a dreadful mirage to behold. A shimmering palace might conceal a slaughterhouse. I dismiss the gorgeous punishment, yet I refuse to expire inwardly. My upcoming epoch asks for fluffy terrain. Pacing past the splinter seals of separation. The unseeable thorns lose their wicked grip. The icon I trusted forged a risky puzzle. A loyal teammate pads each downward footstep. I vault away from the glassy snare. Cherishing my life means welcoming the dirt. My toes graze the soft lawn. The cruel conservatory collapses backward. I go through raw ambient oxygen. The tricky display vanishes completely, greeting an unheard existence. The tiny apothecary sits abandoned. A brown vial catches the glow. My forehead burns with high fever. An unknown ailment strikes deep. This dark liquid repels the tongue. Total sickness conquers my physique. Drinking your elixir harm my stomach. My internal defense collapses utterly. You offered a toxic draught, I refuse the nasty serum. A bitter remedy provides zero relief. This dreadful dosage ensures massive pain. The physician I sought infected my veins. A valid treatment restores bodily wellness. I discard the dropper promptly. Curing myself requires strict quarantine. The glass tube shows rising degrees. Sterile bandages unravel on the cot. I press my throbbing brow. Wooden shelves display bare bottles. No caretaker monitors the pulse. Severe malaise paralyzes the patient. Ingesting your tablets block my airway. My cellular structure weakens further. You administered a dangerous fluid. I removed the silver syringe. A sour potion yields immense distress. This horrid mixture causes severe wincing. The practitioner I praise creates depression. Applying yourself, scorch my epidermis. My immune response hits rock bottom. You formulated a lethal chemical. I bypass the hazardous goblet in acidic and it ruins the digestion. This foul syrup generates terrible nausea. The therapist I trusted fractured my spirit. Accurate prescriptions grant soothing recovery. I smash the fragile ampoule, prioritizing my vitality. Terminates the clinical trial. It is a scary diagnosis to hear. A sweet lozenge might hide a pathogen. I flush the outdated antibiotics, yet I decline to stay bedridden. My upcoming era asks for pristine outdoors. The grueling regimen concludes this evening. Absorbing this toxin threatens my biology. The caregiver I needed birthed the syndrome. Flawless interventions elevate human strength. I rip off the adhesive tape, selecting my vigor finalizes the discharge. The infirmary gate locks firmly. My steps leave the sanitarium. I inhale without the respirator. The grim virus remains confined, welcoming a robust tomorrow. The shovel hits the dry earth. Brown clay crumbles apart. I grip the dull handle. Green vines strangle the fence. A single thorn pricks my thumb. This backyard yields zero crops. Watering your seeds drain my well. My palms blister from the digging. You planted invasive weeds here. I drop the rusty trowel. The struggle to forget takes my sweat. Uprooting this floor wrenches my gut. The gardener I cherish sowed my despair. A proper harvest yields sweet fruit. I leave the overgrown plot today. Clearing my acreage requires pulling out. Withered petals drop on the soil. A crawling ivy chokes the oak. I inspect the damaged bark. Dead leaves crunch loudly. No birds sing in the branches. Barrenness claims the whole lawn. Pruning your briars ruin my shears. My forearms ache from the clipping. You scatter toxic spores around. I step away from the shrub. Yanking these stalks creates raw blisters. The botanist I adored cultivated my ruin. A healthy orchard provides gentle shade. I abandon the rake immediately. Purifying my land forces a departure. Covers the stepping stones. A broken pot spills dry pea. I kneel in the messy mud. Fungi multiply by the wall. The insects inhabit this patch. Neglect dominates the flower bed. Tending your growth, snap my backbone. My muscles scream from the kneeling. You choke my native grass. I reject this dense jungle. The effort to erase kills my vigor. Ripping the roots tears my flesh. The farmer I praise poison my field. A fertile valley grows beautiful blossoms. I toss the wheelbarrow aside, reclaiming my territory. story means abandoning it. It is a tragic season to witness. A blooming rose conceals deadly spikes. I discard the ruined garden, but I absolutely refuse to ride. My future greenhouse needs pure water. The grueling task of forgetting ends now. Extracting the deep stumps hurts badly. The planter I like brought the drought. True nature offers a gentle spring. I've walked the wooden gate, protecting my harvest dictates leaving. My boots step onto the pavement. The latch clicks securely. I breathe the unpolluted air. The tangled mess stays behind, starting a brand new scene. The four-legged sea leans upon two pegs. My upper body shifts entirely off-center. I stare at the overhead plaster. The LED lamps flicker once. Gravity claims my leaning figure. Extreme vertigo spins my eyesight. Pushing my sternum, broke my position. My equilibrium vanishes without notice. You shove me past the tipping point. I surrender to the rearward swoop. Falling backwards generates pure terror. The unhindered descent stops my heartbeat. The confidant I valued remove the protection. A genuine supporter keeps you upright. I brace for the harsh wallop. Surviving this tumble means I bail. The upholstered saddle slips out completely. A sudden gasp escapes my mouth. My fingertips grasp only empty atmosphere. The lower level rushes upward. No cushion softens this flight path. Absolute stupor paralyzes my sinews. Kicking the pedestal, ruin my poise. My vertical symmetry fails entirely. You watch me tilt into the chasm. I prepare for the bruising strike. Tumbling in reverse brings massive trepidation. The sudden decline causes intense sickness. The partner I esteemed engineered my ruination. Honest associate stabilize a shaky friend. I close my eyelids tightly. Preserving my anatomy dictates my banishment. The velocity increases incredibly swiftly. My curls brush the passing gust. I accept the inevitable whack. The chamber rotates upside down. Nobody reaches out to help. Alienation magnifies the steep pitch. Tilting my axis caused the catastrophe. My soaring hysteria reaches maximum levels. You allow the chair to somersault. I hit the laminate extremely hard. Plummeting rearward creates deep heartache. The violent reverse rush finishes the episode. The darling I adored ignored my tipping. A flawless pair catches the other. I desert the premise immediately. Quitting this game saves my cognition. It is a frightening incident to endure. A playful shove can disguise malice. I survived the terrible inverted topple, yet I refuse to recline here again. My future seating requires firm steadiness. Dropping head over heels finalizes the betrayal. The fatal spill guarantees my departing. The person I praise designed top drawer sits completely bare. A silk lining lacks any gems. I glide my thumb across the felt. The golden pendant misses a face. My ribcage mimics this vacant shell. A quiet vastness absorbs my sigh. Filling your cup, drain my pitcher. My ceramic jug splits down the center. You spill my liquid onto the rug. I put away the fragile china. The empty spaces project my sorrow. A vacant container deals a cruel blow. The recipient I favor tossed my gifts. A worthy partner replenishes the bowl. I shut the cabinet firmly today. Keeping my contents requires a withdrawal. The wooden wardrobe contains only hangers. Wire hooks swing without any garments. I observe the stripped closet right. Lint accumulates on the bottom plank. No apparel provides any warm fuzz. Absolute bareness stares right back. Stocking your shelves, exhausting my supply. My personal pantry shows perfect lack. You consume my final grain of rice. I lock the kitchen door tightly. The cleared pockets generate immense despair. An unpopulated case causes harsh wailing. The consumer I fed starved my psyche. A grateful guest brings their own wine. I close the cupboard this instant. Saving my nutrition means eating alone. The leather wallet folds completely flat. The paper envelope seals absolutely nothing. I lick the bit of gum adhesive. Postage stamps sit unused in the tray. Nobody mails a blank sheet of paper. Total deprivation defines the afternoon. Funding your accounts, bankrupted my ledger. My financial columns total up perfectly null. You withdrew every cent of my worth. I canceled the joint check in agreement. The void folders produce massive solid. A lacking portfolio hurts my deep identity. The investor I trusted embezzled my delight, and honest broker shares the grand profit. I shred the documents right now. Protecting my assets dictates my leaving. It is a staggering fraud to uncover. A shiny lockbox might hold pure air. I forgive the massive emotional theft, but I refuse to live in poverty. My future bank requires solid deposits. The stripped and pompous finalize the robbery. Unfilled receptacles guarantee my solitary morning. The thief I love pilfered my bliss. True companions split the heavy cost. I turn the combination dial entirely off. Valuing my riches concludes the transaction. Steel safe clicks completely shut. My loafers smack the tile flooring. I swallow the fresh outdoor oxygen. The greedy emptiness stays locked behind. Investing in a brand new My pupils fixate on the gray limestone. I blink once per minute. The optic nerve transmits absolutely nothing. My eyelashes remain perfectly still. The glazed film coats my eyes. Numbness overtakes my expression entirely. Analyzing your behavior, stiff in my jaw. My facial features lose their elasticity. You paralyze my vocal cords. I snap out of this rigidity. A vacant stare replaces my smile. Looking at your brain's profound apathy. The spectacle I observe caused my paralysis. A true companion animates your features. I avert my gaze immediately. Protecting my vision requires looking away. My corneas dry out completely. Peripheral details turn completely fuzzy. I squint at the form and shapes. No tears moisten the tear ducts. Nobody waves a hand to test me. Absolute blindness creeps much closer. Tracking your lies petrified my empathy. My visual cortex processes pure. Heard you curse my sight with hypnotic dread. I refuse to witness this horror. An unseeing gaze dominates my face. Staring blankly signals my total depletion. The focal point I admire triggered my freeze. In a healthy view sparks vivid reactions. I shut my eyelids tight tonight. Guarding my perspective means turning around. The optometrist finds zero focus here. Lenses cannot correct the specific damage. I peer into the absolute void. Shadows warp into frightening monsters. Optical illusions fade to dull gray. Insensibility acts as my sole defender. Inspecting your motives, heart and my soul. My retina's burned from the harsh exposure. You turned a vivid dreamer into stone. I shatter the mesmerizing trance. The lifeless look proves my demise. Fixating on us strains my humanity. The scenery I love produce my stiffness. A beautiful sight inspires joyful tears. I block the view forever. Valuing my sight dictates a thick blindfold. It is a terrifying symptom to diagnose. A mesmerizing that can induce a coma. Pardon the visual assault. However, I reject remaining a mannequin. My next panorama asks for vibrant action. Final expression ends the staring contest. Observing this disaster guarantees my morphing into rock. Illusionist, I trust and mesmerize my joy. Sincere lovers, keep your eyes sparkling. I rotate my head completely. Saving my identity finalizes the optical blackout. The dark blinders slide over my brow. My heels pivot on the ceramic floor, and I seek an unseen destination. The swinging pendulum stops forever, embracing a brand new viewpoint. Thick padding lines, a square enclosure. The bass amplifier sits unplugged. I wrap the audio cords slowly. A vocal mic rests perfectly still. 0 decibels hit the gauge. My eardrums ring fiercely. Tuning your frequencies, overloading my neurons. My internal equalizer breaks down. You push the volume way too high. I mute this distorted audio. The soundproof insulation feels like a trap. A muted broadcast brings deep despair. The singer I loved ruined my pitch. A pure melody soothes the listener. I unplug the stereo right now. Lowering the slider saves my hearing. Grape particles settle on the dials. The headphone jack remains completely empty. I slide the knobs to the bottom, no melodies play through the monitors. A dead channel hums a low tone. Audio deprivation claims the studio. Adjusting your levels exhausted my patience. My sonic tolerance hits absolute zero. You created unbearable feedback loops. I severed the electrical supply. The noiseless chamber wrecks my harmony. An unplayed song causes raw misery. The musician I admired destroyed my tempo. A gentle rhythm calms a nervous mind. I switched the console off today. Protecting my ears means no playback. The acoustic baffle absorbs every syllable. A red recording light goes dark. I disconnect the main processor. Frequencies drop below human range. Nobody speaks into the pop filter. Utter muteness swallows the booth. Mastering your album fractured my spirit. My listening capacity fails completely. You broadcasted pure agonizing static. I cancel the final mixtape. The hush control center creates profound sadness. A cancel session spawns real heartache. The vocalist I praise scream too fiercely. A balanced duet produces sweet symphonies. I remove my earplugs immediately. Valuing my sanity forces a power down. It is a grating frequency to capture a beautiful chorus can disguise harsh noise. I delete the corrupted audio files, yet I decline to endure the muteness. My upcoming playlist is joyful tunes. The quiet in space ends the torture. Silencing this track guarantees my peace. The composer I trusted wrote a tragedy on a songwriter. Share the lovely verses. I stride past the heavy double doors, prioritizing my joy. Finishes the project. The deadbolt clicks on the soundstage. My sneakers squeak on the lobby tiles. I hum a brand new lullaby. The bad resonance stays trapped inside, welcoming an unfiltered tone.